Hi folks, this is Enagh. I'm on the shores of Enagh Lough. Excuse me. And this has been on my mind all day yesterday to come and film here. And the freaky thing is, when I went to, I was looking up things on the internet last night, and I came across this story called Lady in the Snow. And the story goes that these two children, a boy and a girl, was down at a lake in the snow, making a snowman, and they accidentally walked onto the lake. The lake was frozen over, and along comes a lady who was wearing a grey coat and a hand warmer, a fur hand warmer. And the lady seen that the kids were in danger and warned them to get out of the lake just as the ice was cracking. So the two kids got up out of the lake, and the lady told the children that it was best that they went home. The little girl asked could the lady walk the two of them home, and the lady says yes. And on the way home, the little girl asked the lady, could I borrow your hand warmer? And the lady gave the hand warmer to the girl to warm her hands. And on the way, you know, they were talking and chatting and things like that. And the lady had says, you know, you need to be careful being around the lake, because she had a child, she had a little girl who fell through the ice. The lady walked the kids to the gate of their house, and she stood at the gate and waited for the kids to go into their house. They were greeted by their mother, and in the distance the lady seen the two children pointing to the lady, and the mother could not see anything. So, but the two children were so convinced that the lady, that the mother went down to the gate to see, you know, to have a closer look. And she still couldn't see anything. The thing was also, there was only two sets of footprints in the snow. There was no sign of the footprints of the grey coated lady. After some time, the snow and ice melted away, and on the shores of the lake was discovered a hand warmer. The little girl recognised that hand warmer as the hand warmer belonged to the grey coated lady. You know, it's not a scary story as such, but it is scary in a way. But that is one of the tales from here. There's another tale of a man with a dog's head, which I don't know anything about, and I don't really want to. But if the story is true, a lot of the evidence could be in this graveyard somewhere. I don't know. There was no names, but it was kind of strange that I was thinking about this place, and I accidentally come across that story. It didn't actually, in the title of the story, there was no place name, you know, so you know, this is the place. But it is a lovely little spot. This graveyard is long abandoned. And here's the old church. I hope we're not getting wind noise. This is a little bit windy today. More than likely are, but I will try and go ahead anyway. Some snowdrops. So spring is coming. I'm just going to have a walk around this graveyard, and then I'm going to go down onto the lough itself, because there's a gate back there. The shores of the lake is a great beauty spot, but many don't know the ghost stories behind it. Apparently, there's more than one ghost story attached to this place, but many people just going about their walk and walking their dogs and taking in the beauty of this place, you know. If there is some kind of truth behind that story, the key to that story possibly could be in this graveyard somewhere. But as I said, there's no names mentioned in the story, you know, and I couldn't find anything else on it, you know. Right, I'm going to make my way down to the lake. These trees are very old. There's some initials engraved onto some of these trees. These trees are huge. If I see a lady with a grey coat, I'm running. I'm just saying, you know. I don't do this stuff, you know. See, view of the church from the road here. Look at all those trees. The trees are huge. During the summer, the kayaking clubs use the lake for leisure pursuits and stuff like that. So. Dead end. And it's all soggy down there. I'm not going that way. Alright. It's a lovely, peaceful place here. I'm enjoying this walk. No fires, no leisure, take your leisure home. I did notice that there was a lot of rubbish on the shores of the lake, and that's not very nice. No, people should bring their crap home. It's got very windy now, so I don't know if the sound may be very, very bad. Now I got this sudden massive gust of wind, and as soon as it came, it just went, which is kind of strange. But it's still a little bit windy. There's an old tree that fell over and it's cut. That's huge. There's a lot of history to this tree. there, there's two lakes, the western and the eastern, on a little island over here. Oh, so we started off here. This is the Enagh Old Church. So on both sides, there's a lake on both sides, and the church is in the middle. Variety of plants. And some of the animals can be found here. Red squirrels, some pike, bats, ice martins, and some brown trout. Oh, sure is in the robins. What is it? Oh, someone's coming in. I'll go a little bit of this trail. As I says, folks, I do not know what way the sound is in this. It's very windy today. So I don't think it's going to sound so good. Remember, folks, if I see a lady in a grey coat, I'm running very fast away. I've actually seen pictures of this lake being frozen and people standing on it. Don't fancy it myself, like, but I've seen photographs on the internet, you know. I've stopped this video a couple of times because there's not much to see, but I'm going to try and roll as best I can so you can see what I can see, you know. I was actually never down here. It's my first time doing this, you know. The last time I visited, I had been very. I have mobility issues. I've got very bad fibromyalgia, you know. And the last time I was down here, I was down in the car, so I didn't go very far. I went as far as the seat and sat on it for a while. But today seems to be one of the good days, thank God. You know. Oh. Rough Islands and Green Islands. I wasn't going to read that out in public because I've got a bit of, I'm a bit dyslexic, you know. But that'd be amazing if I could see that, but I don't think I'm going to have time today. But we might come back, you know. Right, let's move on a bit. I still have a little bit of time. Oh! Snap! Oh my God. Look at this house. Zoom in, please. There's a house and it's right over the water. Oh, I thought the forts were in there, but they're not. What a cool place to be, like. That is a cool house. You can zoom in again. Look at that. That'd be cool. Right, I need to be heading back. If I can get back up on the road here. But sorry I haven't been on video very much lately because I actually have been a bit sick, so but appreciate the likes and stuff. And I put up a couple of clips yesterday that I found on my phone. They're not very big, but I thought people just might be interested. So but hopefully, oh God, hopefully I'll be back blogging soon and doing more stuff. Do you know, I'm not very good at all this, and I just started before Christmas. But you know, it's learned me a very big lesson. Do you know, if you want to go and do something, just do it, and don't be too conscious of what people think. If you love doing it, just do it. You know, and we're not experts. You know, first time we do something new, you know, it does take time. It does take patience. You know, and you know, my first couple of times videoing, I wasn't very good. You know, I'm still not brilliant, but you know something, it's getting better all the time. You know? So, you know, when you do something different, you know, you learn. You know? You learn a new skill. And you learn something that you know, that you can keep. You know? So, you know, don't be afraid of, you know, and don't be too conscious about people's bad comments. You know, you know, a lot of the time people make bad comments. They're not actually doing this themselves, and it would be interesting to see, would they be any good themselves? You know, being so critical of others. You know, that's a young swan. There's the young feathers. It's not quite white yet. But as I was saying, you know, a lot of people can judge. But those people that judge, you know, a lot of the time they're not doing these things themselves. You know, so don't be. You know, I don't pay too much attention to that, because, you know, you're doing it. They're possibly not, and you know, people do be jealous. You know, so you know, just do your thing. You know, live your life. It's your life. It's not theirs. You know, and you know, over the last number of years, I've learned to do that. You know, a lot of people have been critical of me, but, you know, and it used to hurt. But, you know, now I just get on with my life. It's my life. It's nothing to do with them. You know, they're not in a position to judge. You know, but here's our swan again. But I'm going to leave this video because it's getting on a bit long now. But appreciate you folks for watching, and as always, be good to each other. I will see you in the next video, and hopefully the weather is a little bit better than this. Although it isn't raining, which is good, you know. Look at things in a positive way, you know. So I'll see you folks. Didn't see any grey lady. It must be too cold today. Thankfully. Whoa, that's a big house. Big old house. You know, by the size of these trees, there's a lot of history here. I just wanted to say, you know, when you're visiting places like this, you know, old graveyards, old buildings and stuff like that, just, you know, respect it. You know, go in there, take some photographs, you know, make some film and whatever, but just leave things the way they are, you know, and be respectful, because if people vandalize things, you know, we don't have any places to explore, you know. So just be aware of that, folks. Here's another interesting story, interesting fact. A bird taking up a book flew and deposited it between the eastern and western loughs, thereby marking the location of the church. Okay, folks, this time I am going, and as always, look after each other, folks.